Hello students, today we will start the new chapter, that is triangles. This is the chapter of standard 9, chapter number is 7. So you have studied the basic things of the triangles in your previous classes. Let's suppose there is a triangle ABC. Now how the triangle is made? Triangle is, first of all, it is a first closed figure. That means how many sides are used here? First, second and third. Can we make a closed figure using the two sides? No, it is not possible. So to make a closed figure, minimum three sides are required. And that is why whatever the shape formed, that is called the triangle using the three sides. Okay, so how many properties of a triangle have? It has the three vertices A, B and C. It has a three sides. First is AB, second one is BC, and third one is CA. Three sides and three angles, obviously. First angle is angle A, second one is angle B, and third one is angle C. We can also write down angle A as angle BAC. Right? Whatever the main angle is there, it must be in between. Suppose A we can write down as angle BAC. So this A, letter A, must be in between the another two letters. That is why this also indicates the angle number, angle A. In the same way, angle B we can write down as angle ABC, and angle C we can write down as angle ACB. So these are the very basic properties, basic things that you have studied. Also you know the types of the triangles. Okay. So in this chapter of standard 9, you have to study something more about the triangles. And that is what? The congruence of the triangles. Now first of all, what is the meaning of the congruence? Before we understand, let us take some of the examples. That if you have the two photographs of your then of the same size, then what will happen? If you place one photograph on the another one, both will completely cover each other. In the same way, if there are the two coins of the same amount and if they are produced in the same year, then also if you place each other, then they will also they will cover completely each other. At the same time, the same bank have the two ATM cards, and if you place on each other both the cards, then they will also completely cover each other. So these three examples lead us to a concept that whenever the two shapes or two figures cover completely each other, then that two figures are called the congruent figures. The two figures are called the congruent figures. Now what is the congruent means? Equal in all respect. Whenever there is a word used, that the congruent, that means both the shapes must be equal in all the aspect, in all the respect. Right? Suppose if we consider the two triangles, that means congruent of the two triangles means all the two triangles have their sides, all the three sides are equal, and all their three angles are also equal. Okay, now why we use this congruence of the triangles? That is, the example we have given is that ice tray. The ice tray that we have in our fridge, you can see that whatever we put here, we get the same shape of the ice cubes, right? If it is a shape of the square, then in all the whatever the shapes are there, all the shapes are equal. All the ice cubes we can get from the ice tray are equal. Their depth are also equal. Their length are also equal. Then breadth are also equal. If it is a shape of the front shape is of the pentagon, then you have all the shapes are of the pentagon. So all the ice cube you get from that, you get the same type of the ice cubes. So this is a concept where we have to use this congruent. Right? In the same way, you have also feel that whenever you have a refill in your pen, and if you is over, suppose the refill of your pen is over and you would want to replace it, refill it, then if you apply the new company or the other company refill, and maybe it is not get fitted, right? You have to cut the new refill so that it can be get fitted properly. So sometimes it will also happen. So there also what we do, the size of the one refill is greater than the required. So we have to cut it. We have to make it equal. Length are different, but we make the length equal. So that is why here it is said that equal in all the respect. All the dimension must be equal. Then only you can say that the two figures are congruent. Okay, now let us take the example of the two triangles. Here we have the two triangles. One is triangle ABC, another is triangle PQR. Now see, the side, this AB side has the length 4.5 centimeter. Now, what is the size here in the triangle PQR, which has the same size? That is the side PQ. Right? Both have the same size of 4.5 centimeter. In the same way, here BC has the size 5 centimeter. And what is the side here is QR. So BC and QR both are of the same size of 5 centimeter. In the same way, CA is 4 centimeter and here RP is also of 4 centimeter. That means one side of this triangle is equals to the first side of this triangle, second side is equal to the second side, and third side is equals to the third side. That means all the three sides of this triangle are equal to all the three sides of this triangle. But which sides? Respective sides. That means AB is equals to PQ. AB is not equal to QR. That is why we write down here as AB is equals to PQ, BC is equals to QR, and CA is equals to RP. Now what will happen? If we rotate this PQR triangle and put it on this triangle ABC, then they will completely cover each other. Right? That means all the sides are equal. Again, all the angles are also equal. So here we can write down that angle A must be equal to of angle B, angle Q must be equal to of angle B, and angle R must be equal to of, okay, here angle P we are taking as equal to angle A, Q is equal to angle B, and R is equals to angle C. That means all the respective sides are equal and all the respective angles must be equal. If this will happen in the two triangles, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent. We can represent it as a triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. So this is the symbol of congruency, right? This is the symbol of congruency. We can read it as a triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Right? So here one thing also again we have to consider is that whatever the name we write here, the respective sides and angle must be equal. See here first of all we write down AB and it is must be equal to the side PQ, and that is happening here. Okay, second side, that is BC, then it must be equal to QR, and that is also happening here. Now the third side AC, then if we take the third side CA, then the third side must be RP, and that is happening here. So that is why it is called as corresponding parts, right? What they are called? Corresponding parts. Corresponding parts, that means AB side must be equal to PQ side. Now we cannot write down it as a triangle ABC is congruent to triangle QPR. We cannot write down it is in this way, because if we write down it in this way, this means AB side is equals to QP side, right? See, AB side is just equal to QP side, but BC side and PR side, see, BC and PR are not equal, because BC is 5 centimeter but PR is 4 centimeter. So this we cannot write down in this way. We must have to write down in this form only, right? That is why it is called the respective or corresponding parts must be equal. First triangle, whatever the parts has, equal to the corresponding parts of the other triangle. Okay, so these parts are called the corresponding parts of congruent triangle. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles, and in short we can write down it as a CPCT. CPCT. CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So how we can write down, if we have given that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, then angle A must be congruent of angle P. So whenever we have to write down angle A, we can write down it with equal of the angle P. We can write down it as a equal angle P. So these two triangles, these two angles are equal part of what? Corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So by CPCT we can write down angle A and P are equal. That means angle A corresponds to angle P. In the same way, angle B corresponds to angle Q, and angle C corresponds to angle R. Also in the side we can write down that AB side correspond to PQ side, BC side corresponds to QR side, and CA side corresponds to RP. And that is why these parts are called the corresponding parts of congruent triangle. In short, CPCT. So this is all about the basics of the triangle, congruence of the triangle, how we can apply the congruence of the triangle, what are the conditions we have to keep in mind, right? These things we have to keep in mind, that corresponding parts, whenever it will become equal, we can write down it as a triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. But if there is a change in the name, if we write down the wrong name, then they will never become the congruent. So we have to keep in mind, whatever the corresponding parts are there, we have to write down the name according to that. And these things also we have to keep in mind. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you.